bottom of the standings.
1.5
You
out of
know
4,
what you
sorry.
have to do in the next few rounds. You have to win everything. And he did it. 4 in a
Remarkable.
row, and he has to win the 5th. He needs to
it.
win the 5th one in a row to make the full comeback, to complete the comeback.
That is remarkable. And for Sam Sevian on the other side of the table, he's thinking to himself, my goodness, this is I've played really well, trust my instincts. He stayed ahead on the clock. He's been undefeated, and he's got a feeling great about his tournament position. And
F4. Okay.
Whoa. Was one of the other
Is the second best move.
second best move. E4 and symmetry on the board at the moment.
And was F5 the best response?
Yes, yes.
Wow, okay.
You know, it's remarkable that they could be given the position, and 15 minutes later they're playing, engine approved opening moves. F4, G3, Knight C3, and a stop.
They are the best players in the world.
That's
for a good reason.
6, and now we have E2, E4. Jump in, Christian. All engine approved still?
Sure, yeah. I mean, they're balanced moves, and Black Sam Sevian has a lot of choices to get out of this conundrum. D6 is one of them. You can take on E4 as well. You do have a lot of moves in this
I'm
position.
assuming if...
Queen takes E4, yeah.
Queen
D
takes
takes E4, by the way, I think is the best move. F takes E4, excuse me. Queen takes E4. And by the way, G5 once again. He's not going to play like this.
G5?
Correct, but forget about it. I think we're going to see something along the lines of D6, right? D6 and E5. This is the plan, at least from a human's perspective.
Right.
From a visual perspective, that makes the most sense. Just go D6, follow it up with E5, and try to create some tension in the center on the king side. Excuse me. So this one quite interesting. Let's take a look at what's happening in the other big match, because these are the two big matches.
Clear.
Right?
Clear.
Is the Fabiano versus Sam.
By the way, after Fabi's move E2, E4,
Sammy's frozen.
Sam Sevian is
Still
kind
thinking.
of frozen, actually. What's the difference at 5 whole
He already
minutes?
spent 5 minutes, yes.
That's pretty significant
I will
at
say it
this
is a
early
critical
stage.
moment, because how he decides to respond to E4 will decide what type of middle game they're going to get. So maybe he's choosing between F takes E or just playing D6.
Can I play devil's advocate for just a moment and say anything you can
a bit
do?
risky.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
And where is Fabi?
E5.
Where is Fabi?
Fabi is saying,
Walking
chill,
around.
man. Take as much time as you want. I'll go look. You said it, something very interesting. Like, I don't really like to get up and walking around during my games, but in this tournament, you can get some information from the other tables.
That's what he's doing.
And
yes.
you walk around and just kind of see what kind of tactics. How about E7, E5? Does that have a reputation according to the engines?
Not great, yes. I will take on F5. What do you
I
do?
got the clumsy rook. Rook takes F5.
If you take on F5, you're already losing
D4?
after the move D4.
Because bishop on
That's a nice
G1
move.
supports the
Surprise,
pawn.
surprise. There's some tension.
yeah,
There's this pin
I'm in
on
a
the
pin.
E file. You're in trouble.
Got it.
And
All
he's
right.
probably calculating all of these things. He's starting to understand, and he needs to find a way to untangle his pieces. That's what
Exactly.
Sam is struggling with right now. Did he make a move?
No,
He
he
played
did,
D6.
finally. D7, D6. Fabi was quick to return to the table. He had his eye on the game.
Well, for Fabi in the last round, it went so well when he played against the clock.
Yes, he did.
He was blitzing out. So I think that's a great strategy. And we've seen Sam Sevian get in a lot of time troubles in this tournament.
Okay. This position after D7, D6, first glance, you're kind of happy with white. You've got
Knight
E4 and F4. But now you got to follow it up, Nasi.
I was going to
what
suggest
would you...
knight e3, but I see that Fabi already played knight f2. That was a little bit surprising. Look.
Knight E3 certainly has my a seal of approval. You develop the knight, you prepare to castle long. You're going to have to evacuate the D1 square so that the rook can land on. So knight F2 was his choice, defending the
Where do
pawn,
you
but
think
knight
knight's
E3.
going from f2?
I'm not sure. Well, one thing's for sure is if you do get in the move castles, right, you want to follow up with ideas of
But you
d4.
can't.
You can't
It's
with the
hanging.
knight on f2. Huh.
I thought maybe knight's going to g5, but that's not an option. I can play h6, so
Exactly.
I don't know.
Maybe
knight
knight
d3?
d3? It
kind of-
looks a little bit awkward, to say the least. By the way, if the knight were to go to d3, like, for example, let's just make a move
Just looks uncomfortable.
for Sam. Queen d7.
Long castle.
Long castle's good move. Now here, sorry, I hesitated because I'm going to do something a little bit
Crazy?
radical. Yeah, I'm looking specifically at the move b5.
Whoa.
I thought you were going to say a5, but
Yeah, that too.
What do you mean B5?
b5. So the idea is if you take
That's illegal. No, you cannot play B5.
what?
Come on.
What's illegal?
Don't play B5.
it's not technically
It looks illegal.
but-
Check. Check. Rook b8.
That's not.
And I was trying to suggest that on a good day, I'm going to put my king over here, and your king's going to be naked. So I'm not saying you should take the pawn. I'm not saying you should play knight takes b5, but I do want to play a5, b4, and a5.
What if I go E5 now?
e5 now? Okay. You know what I'm about to do? I'm going to give you a siren warning. What is Yasser playing for?
Sam made a move, and it was
did?
knight e6.
Knight e6.
Best move in the position.
Which goes back to your point, which was you wanted Nasi to play knight e3. Knight e6.
I think now one of his knights is going to go to d4 and never let white play pawn d4.
That's right.
Makes sense to me. Makes
That's right.
perfect sense. Christian,
Time
jump.
situation, however, Sam's down to 11 and a half minutes,
That's
and Fabi still has 19 minutes. So
Huge
it's,
difference there. Jump in on this key matchup. Have we seen a misstep by Fabi with this knight f2 move?
It seems knight f2, at least from an objective point of view, was not the correct way, and immediately Sam pounced on the opportunity with the move knight to e6. The knight is going to d4 indeed. b3 is not a move I would make. That's the computer's resolution right now.
B3?
It's not a move I would make. No.
That's crazy.
With this guy, sorry.
Yeah, with that
With this
open?
bishop on this diagonal like this,
No.
open, and you never closing this diagonal with the move d4 anymore. That's not the move you make, right?
No.
What you do here is castle.
Right? Sure.
Is that, does
I
that
think
seem like a
that's a
natural
very
move?
human move to my eyes, yeah.
To my eyes as well. The problem is, how do you continue? And
Say
perhaps this
king-
is a wall that he's going to face right now, Fabi.
Can I play
What's
knight,
the plan?
knight e2 and just exchange them?
A2 is
knight
hanging.
E2,
Oh.
knight
A2.
A2
I
is
blundered
hanging.
something big time.
A2 is hanging.
Look at
minus
the
10 after knight c2. The game is over.
Minus 10.
Minus 10.
Minus 10.
Minus 10, I'm checkmating you.
Whoa.
In less
Oh.
than 10 moves, you get
Yeah.
a minus 10 with the white
He
pieces.
plays d takes f5. G takes f5.
Knight c2.
How do you continue?
we do have yeah, I know that is hilarious. A minus 10 in less than 10.
Look, Sam
E-
Sevian right now, he's
Bishop to
looking good.
d5. Check it
Fabi's
out.
playing fast, which is obviously
That's his
this is his strategy. Yes, we understood right now. He knows, Sam knows as well. That's Fabiano's strategy. Sam also has the extra card that he can once again blackmail his opponent with a draw.
Of course.
I mean, look, a draw guarantees me a playoff against the other Sam, Sam
Right.
Shanklin, in case
In
Sam
worst
Shanklin
case,
wins.
yeah.
In the worst case. Fabi doesn't want the draw.
No.
No. I don't want the draw. I need to play for a victory at all costs.
Bishop to d5, by the way.
Knight
We've
to
seen,
d4?
yeah, we've seen on a number of occasions that that's the possibility of bishop takes a2. It's kind of
Bishops have come
s-
off the board already.
yeah, a strange decision that you trade off a bishop that has not moved, the bishop on g8. You go bishop to d5. So, I mean, coming out of this opening, slightly better.
For black?
Yes,
For
don't go
black.
castle. Don't go
After-
castle.
Why?
Because of
Is it
knight
still the same?
b4.
Oh,
Knight
D-
B4.
C2.
How do you defend the C2
Keep
pawn?
blundering the C2, yeah.
Well, if it's not A2 that's going, it's the C2 pawn. I mean, consistency.
So you
So what
have to
does
defend.
Fabi need to do here before castling?
Knight D3 just to defend against Knight B4, which he did. He
Knight
played
to D3.
Now
And by the
black-
way, Knight D3, I'm not saying that Knight F3 was a threat
Oh,
to take.
and Sam immediately played a move. Is it
Pardon?
E5? Yes.
Pardon me,
I
Knight
was
D3 on the
expecting
board.
long castle.
Me too. E5 on the board. Let me just.
So he's going to have hanging pawns possibly after f takes. E5, d takes e5. It's hanging pawns, but Sam does have good minor pieces, which is usually the indicator whether your hanging pawns are strong or weak.
Exactly. And we were talking about the knight on D3 defending B4. With this hanging pawn structure, he does want to play moves like E4, kicking the knight away so that he can play knight B4.
I really like Black's position.
He has the much freer position, that is for sure.
And I like how he's down on time by 6 minutes and he's not even at the board.
Like
Sam
he's
Sevian,
confident.
I'm talking about.
He's kind of confident there. Okay, so go ahead and kill me after the move castles. If you'd like to
E4
play
probably?
E4, and I was planning on playing knight F4, so my knight is kind of good. You could occupy if you wanted, or you could try knight B4 if you'd like.
Maybe
as well.
start with castle first. long
Okay.
castle.
Long castles. You know what? That knight really does bother me. Let me eliminate
Well, I'll
it.
bring another knight.
Yeah, you can get rid of one, but you can't get rid of both, type of thing. Okay,
I think White's hoping to equalize here, right? That's
true. I
Yeah.
don't. I am not
given
making
the tournament
suggestions.
situation where Sam just needs a draw. This is fantastic.
Ideal,
Yeah.
ideal, absolutely. And Sam Shanklin, again, he is in a must situation.
Check what happened. Some exchanges.
Looks
On
similar
D4?
to what we left. Check, takes, E5, takes, takes on D4. I was doing that on the next turn. Knight E2, D4, takes.
So it's knight
Knight
versus
F-
bishop now, but that bishop is really good.
It's really good. And by the way, I mean, I'm just eyeballing this queen.
And even
Coming.
rook d6.
Yes,
Sam is
rook
really
over.
playing the tournament of his life
Young
right now.
career, I
Young
would
career,
say.
yes.
Yes.
And possibly saving us from playoffs.
Well, in that case,
On that note,
dinners are on the commentators tonight. Sam. Congratulating you. No, what's to say? You gotta like Black. I mean, he's got this very nice wedge in the center of the board. The bishop looks much better, and with the move Queen B5, and/or for that matter, what you said, the rook
D6.
over. Or how about this? How do you like these
That's why I
apples?
wanted to start with rook d6, because I wasn't sure if queen's better on b5, a4, or even possibly e5 in the future.
But you know you're going to need a rover.
Queen A4 is winning for Black.
That's what I was
Winning.
about to say. How do you handle Queen A4?
Wow.
How do you handle Queen A4?
Queen
B1?
A4, from an objective point of
And
view right now.
This looks
is
very
over.
scary.
Check this out.
Exactly.
Style,
Exactly.
style
Nice.
point.
And we see it on the board,
Queen
A4.
A4.
Queen
Sam
A4
is
is on the
feeling
board.
it.
Guys, Sam has this right now in his pocket.
Wow.
How winning is this, Christian?
+3 with perfect play.
+3 sounds
Well,
like a lot
+3
to
for
me.
Sam, so -3.
Well, -3. And Fabi,
Wow.
I think is
Another
suddenly
miniature.
getting that realization that, and
And by perfect play, I mean you have to go C3,
only move,
Queen takes A2,
only move.
and now something like King to C2.
King to C2. So
Yeah,
just
basically say that you
drop a pawn
You drop a pawn.
and just, play this position.
He's never going to do like that. No. First of
No,
all, I
he's
can
gonna
just
play
repeat
King
the moves
B1,
if I want,
right?
but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, okay, so you play for a
Forget
win,
about
pawn down, and
Up
no.
a pawn and a good position.
Forget about it.
So Queen
Wow.
A4 on the board, but then the question is, if I do play King B1 and you do play Rook D6, I can't reach for the B pawn. Can I reach for the C pawn? You want to
And
kill
if
me?
if rook a6, you go a3?
I cry.
Cry.
I cry. I think I'm
A3,
going to have to
bishop
play
c5,
knight
and you know what's coming next.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Bishop takes a3.
Queen a4, king b1, rook d6, knight e2. At least let me.
There's some hope now that knight
Yeah,
can
and
save
guess
the game.
what? Rook a6 now.
Knight
Rook
c1?
a6,
Knight c1, bishop takes b2.
You're a mean
Where is the
person.
mate?
And then the other rook is coming on the 6th rank.
No. No, the double rover?
Uh-huh, yeah,
Not
that's
the
right.
double rover.
That's right.
I could handle one rover.
Wow. And
But the
white's major piece is queen and both rooks completely useless.
True.
Look, if he finds this, and you know king b1, knight e2, this is the natural way to defend
Of course
his
it
position.
is, yes.
You want to get the knight close to the king.
Right. So we do have this current position. We're expecting Fabi to play king b1, the rook up and over, the rover, the knight coming back to e2 to defend the king, the rook attacking, forcing a battery, the defensive knight c1. Bishop takes b2. Before white can get in the defensive c3, d3, bishop takes b2, king takes b2, the other rook comes up and over, and here...
Don't even have rook f3 with the idea of rook b3.
No, because the pawn covers the f3s. Check here, and now I'm threatening mate.
No more rook f8 either, because
No more rook f8.
I'll
I've
pick
got
that
that
rook up.
covered.
Yeah.
And the knight can't move because of a2. Wow,
look-
that is nasty.
Look at Sam right now.
That
Sam
is
is
a
looking.
nasty piece of analysis, as he is
I
feeling.
think he's
He needs to
calculating.
calculate
Victory.
that. By the way, he needs to find that. All of that is not easy by
Well,
any means.
notice how he
Right.
didn't walk away. He's still there, standing
Right.
and calculating in his
Lurking.
head.
There was a move. Okay, what
Okay.
do we have?
Do we have a...
Yeah.
Look at it, as if
No.
it's simultaneous.
A standing
Queen
move.
a4. And
Rook d6.
do we have king b1 on
Yes.
the
And
we
rook
do.
d6. Sam didn't even sit down.
I
He just-
know.
Did he calculate all of this? This is unbelievable chess right now.
Knight
exciting.
e2, rook a6, knight c1, bishop b2. If he uncorks that,
Oh my
he will be a
God.
very, very deserving winner.
And Fabiano is starting to spot it. I have.
I think he
Yeah.
does. Well, I think he realizes b3, queen a2, and then it's the cold
he's,
shower
he's
moment.
ready to make a move. He's ready to
Knight
make a
e2
move.
is the only move, right?
Well, c3, c3 is
C3
just,
rook a6.
no, it's just
A3
terrible.
bishop c5 and resign.
Yeah.
92.
Knight
Okay.
e2.
We're,
Okay.
Now, if Sam comes and
makes
doesn't
a
sit
move
down and
standing.
plays rook a6,
no.
He's at-
he
No.
sat down. Okay.
He needs to make rook a6 move, right? Otherwise, white will defend the queen side.
Yes. White will have the
Rook a6 is
tempo.
minus
He has
4.
his-
Everything else is zeros.
He has his eyes closed,
Wow.
and he's just double checking that rook a6
Right.
is indeed winning.
The thing is,
It's
after
a
rook a6,
huge
there's no
moment.
other option for white.
No.
A3
rook a6,
is
you're
met
just
by
threatening
bishop takes
mate.
b2.
You're just
So
threatening
a3
mate.
is not possible. Knight c3 is not possible because I take that and I take on a2. You have to go knight c1, and this is what Sam is calculating right now. Bishop takes b2, rook to g6, making sure that there's no way out for white's pieces and
And
white's
it's really tempting to take on b2 right now.
Thank you.
Right?
I wanted to say exactly the same thing. Why wouldn't, in that case, bishop b2 be working?
because I have knight c3 at some point. So I will take,
So-
and then I have the b1
So-
square for my
Wait,
rook.
Bishop
king b2,
b2.
rook b6,
Yes, king a1,
queen takes c2,
rook b1.
rook b1. Oh, there's knights. Okay.
Rovers. I know.
Yeah, so close. Yeah,
I
so
know,
far.
right?
Precision is needed.
Okay.
But if
Precision.
he
He needs
finds
to
it,
not rush.
oh man, this is a masterpiece if he finds it.
Rook
So
a6.
we have
That's
First place.
He played rook a6.
Rook
Rook
a6.
First step
He's
completed.
done it. He's done it. And you got to play knight c1. And
No
everything
alternatives.
else is just
That's it.
terrible.
No alternatives.
A3, bishop takes b2, and queen takes a3. Nothing to look at there.
Knight C1 is coming. You know it's
forced.
coming.
And now this amazing bishop sacrifice.
Okay. How much
This
time
is
do you
it.
think Sam's gonna take before taking on b2?
I think he's calculated it. Well, from the moment he played the move rook d6 standing up, he had this in his arsenal.
Can we see his face right now. I want to see his expression.
Also,
I want to see
Christian,
where he's looking at.
Is bishop b2 the only winning move?
Everything else is zeros, and
And
he's
we-
done it.
Wow.
He's done it.
Wow, wow,
Bishop
wow.
b2,
It's
and here
incredible.
it comes. King takes b2. You know,
Rook g6.
Rook g6.
That's the
is-
only move. Continues to be the only move.
Well, it don't take on b2 without following up
Is
with rook
queen
g6.
queen a3 as well? Queen a3
no,
check. and
queen
rook
a3, I go king a1.
King a1, but rook g6. Well, you know he's going to play it because he's just played bishop takes b2 to avoid c3, and Fabi knows it. Fabi has seen this combination coming.
After rook g6, I still play king a1. You play rook b6. And
King
Yes,
a1,
he's going for it, guys.
rook b6. Yes, go ahead.
So what's the exact threat?
Well,
Queen c2 or queen a3.
Okay.
I've
So what
got-
if I go queen e3, hoping for queen c2? Oh, sorry,
okay,
queen c3.
you
There's
trick
nothing I can do.
you asked for it, you got it. Hoping for
But what
queen.
if queen f2? There's some counterplay, maybe queen f5 check.
Queen f2, some counterplay,
There's
maybe
less
queen
rank
f5.
issues.
Yes,
Okay.
I notice. I note that you are absolutely right. Just a moment. I shouldn't be too eager to grab this
That would
pawn.
be made on the other side of the board.
I suppose.
Can I just-
rook a5, rook
There's
b5.
probably one prophylaxis move, and
This
then
is a
it's
funny looking move, but maybe I have to do it. right?
Yeah, I just defend that for the moment because queen
Okay.
c2.
I can play d4 here, maybe,
That
And now
finally.
queen b4.
Whew.
and c4. No,
And
queen
then
c3.
queen
Never mind.
c3 check. Finally, your white king has been netted. But this is the moment. Has he played rook g6?
Not
by
yet.
the way?
He's thinking. It's down to 5 minutes.
Which is a kind of a strange thing, right? Because once you play bishop b2, you're committed to bringing
Well-
the rook on g8 into the game.
Well, he also has the extra option of forcing a draw right now.
What?
Oh yeah, which
can go
guarantees
queen
him
a3.
playoffs.
What
king
could he
a-
do?
Force
Queen
a draw.
a3,
How can he do force a draw?
queen a3,
Queen a3 check.
king a1.
King a1 or b1?
A1.
Well, if you go b1, I go rook g6, and now you're in deep trouble because I'm giving you a check. But if you go king to a1,
Yes, king a1.
no, king b1, rook g6,
Right,
that's
right.
easy to calculate.
So rook b6 here, right?
But now rook b6, knight b3,
And
only
rook
way to
a6.
defend, and rook a6 back.
And I hear an
Ah.
update where Sam Shankland is in deep trouble in his game, which
Ooh,
means that
against
draw
Jeffrey.
here would guarantee Sam his first
Ah.
place. He only needs a draw, but however, he's not aware of that right now.
Exactly.
He does not know.
No,
and he
I
plays
mean-
rook g6.
It's funny. I think that it's harder to find the draw than it is to find the victory there, because the move rook g8 to g6 is so obviously the best move.
Mm-hmm.
You want to bring all your pieces to the party, and Sam's
Oh,
nervous
just
because
walking away,
he
even
feels it. He feels it's a win.
He has 4
Queen
minutes.
f2. I liked your suggestion of trying to get some counterplay, but help me out on this one, Christian. Check king a1, and one of these rooks are going to defend f5. Which is
Does it matter?
doesn't matter. Is it a key decision or not?
Yes.
It is.
One of them is winning, one of them is losing.
No. That's why Sam thought so long. b5 is winning.
That means Fabi still has a chance.
Rook to a5 is the winning move, rook to b5 is the losing move.
Wow.
It's not
Why?
obvious at all.
And now let's try to understand why.
Well, here I can imagine no.
d3.
D3 followed by c4.
So what do you do?
D3
There's some
defends,
tempo c4 move probably. Or,
and
I don't know.
queen a3 threaten mate.
Queen a3, I have queen d4.
Gotcha. That makes sense. And you're stopping queen c3 as well. Okay.
And, okay. Keep going. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Rook b5, d3. I will tell you, this is absolutely ridiculous, in fact. Queen to b4,
Knight b3.
knight b3, queen to c3. This is, by the way, a critical piece of calculation that he needs to find.
King.
Rook takes a2.
Rook, not rook takes b3. Rook takes a2. Yes?
King takes.
King takes a2. And now with the rook on the 6th rank, you have rook a6.
Correct.
But it wouldn't be made.
But that's not the mate. Wait.
but just the way he announced
I built it up nicely.
Wow! You had me.
I really had you there.
You did. You did. Sorry. So
Okay, if we can figure out what's the difference
We
between
will-
rook b5 and rook a5,
we
it's not
will-
obvious. So
it's not obvious.
Sam either already knows it.
By the way, a very
Or-
interested Sam Sevian looking over Sam Shanklin's shoulders there. Just a second, hold on. By the way, for me, my first instinct was rook a5 anyway. So let's just do this anyway. Win with rook a5, d3. Now again, the desirable queen a3 is met by queen to d4. So help me out,
So what's the difference
Nasi.
here? Queen b4, knight b3.
Queen b4, knight b3. By the way, tickles the rook.
Yeah.
So check.
Queen c3, king b1. I think black's just lost here.
Okay, now I finally spotted it. All right.
Tell us where we are wrong.
Right?
Maybe it's the last move. Instead of queen c3 here,
Yes, yes. Instead of queens to c3 with rook on a5, you can go queen to a3.
Queen to a3.
And now after the move c4, I have
Defending
rook takes
a2.
b3. And there's a
And
rook on a5 that
now-
defends f5.
Now the
Okay.
rook defend. Okay, that makes perfect sense.
But this is ridiculously
this is so hard to see.
to understand. Right?
Well, but it's actually well, I'm glad I don't have to calculate it. It's more like the intuitively obvious move here is you just want to stop queen takes f5. You want to play queen a3. So you want your rook.
But rook b5 looks just as good as rook a5.
I don't know. Sometimes, the rook on b5
So
could
to me-
interfere with the queen.
To me, rook
they look
b5 looks
completely the
better.
same. They look completely the same.
The rook
yes.
b5 actually looks more natural because after knight b3, I'm hanging my rook on a5.
Ah, this is sickening.
Well, you're not going to be able
So
to play
he
knight
might-
b3. So
Well, if
yeah,
you
I
see-
understand.
Yeah, in
so
that
here
line.
in this position, you go
After queen
d3,
b4.
right? You go d3. And here's what you're saying.
Yeah,
that
knight
when you play
b3.
queen b4,
Comes with a tempo.
you go knight to b3.
It's
But
not
I'm going to
lines,
go
it's
queen a3, and then some lines the rook is hanging.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
That would be, if he plays rook b5.
Rook a5.
By the way, guys, you can cut the tension with a knife right now. Look at him pacing. He cannot stand still.
And the clock
excitement,
times?
it's clock times 4 minutes and 40 seconds for Fabi and 4 minutes for Sam. Oh,
Wow.
this is nerve-wracking to just watch.
With first prize, $37,500 on the line.
Okay,
Oh,
there's no queen
rook
f2.
takes f5.
Excuse me, what?
That move has nothing to do with what's going on. Rook takes f5. No.
So there is some check with rook f8, but king should be fine on d7, right?
For sure. Rook takes f5. That's too easy. We go check. You go king back. We take a pawn. We threaten
don't.
mate. We defend e4. I
don't
agree
think
with
you
you.
take the
There's a
pawn,
rook
right?
check, but I defend e4.
Huh.
That's too easy.
He must have some
Oh.
idea.
So hold on. What are we missing? Rook check.
Maybe
you can't
knight
play knight
b3?
b3.
Why not?
Maybe I can.
I can. Queen a2, king c.
You can
See
run,
somewhere.
but you're not
Yeah.
hiding. Rook check, and
I can cover it or go king d4
you can cover it.
on c5,
Oh, thank you.
although it doesn't look good.
True that, especially when you start looking at rook a3 check ideas.
You know what the best move in the position is?
Queen
After-
a3 check first for some reason.
That's one of them, but rook to c6 is in fact rook g to c6.
Okay, that's
Rook
What?
g6.
Why?
At this moment, you don't think that you need to
You're
be.
not thinking along those lines. No,
and
that's
You
two
don't-
and a half minutes for Sam.
You don't think that you need this little subtle. You think you can just do it with direct play.
and you're allowing some checks, so that's
Yeah.
not straightforward at all.
No, I like Queen a3 because it doesn't allow Rook f8 at all.
I think he's gonna go for it. Yes.
Queen a3 check. King
A1 because
A-
otherwise Rook b6.
Correct. King
King
a1.
a1 and I still play Rook b6 now, but I do allow. No, what do I allow? There's no
Rook
Queen
f8.
e4.
No, you have to go rook f8.
I take that.
Exactly. That's what you have
okay.
to do. Yeah.
Well, Black's happy with this.
Yes. Yes. Black is win. But this is, I guess, what Fabi thinks is the best way to
chance.
try to continue the game.
I thought Queen
And
F2 was far
We saw
more
earlier
challenging.
Sam walking around and checking Shanklin's game, so he knows Sam's not winning, so he should be happy with a draw.
Exactly.
But he's going down on the clock.
But you were saying Rook C6 is the engine-approved best
Rook
move?
C6 is game over, yes.
Bec-
We might say
what
that.
was the eval after Rook C6
Like
versus,
minus-
say, Rook B6?
-7 compared to -4.
Wow.
But what's after Rook F8 check? King
King
D7,
D7.
Rook F7 check?
King E8.
King E8? No,
Yes.
no, he's not going to do that.
Well, I have to get close to your rook, right?
But by the way, again, if I go the most direct route,
Queen
You see
A3,
Queen
yes.
A3,
yes.
that
Queen
was-
A3 check,
And Rook B6.
That's the most
and he's
Human
done.
way.
human way, yes.
He's done it. He's given up the rook. Has Fabi
Can
sacrifice?
he play King D7 here?
Yeah, you can.
By
But
the way, isn't that a perpetual check?
after
Again,
King
that's
F7,
fine for Sam.
That would be fine for Sam.
you cannot go to E8. Well, that would be fine for Sam, but I don't think he wants to leave it to chance. I think he knows that he's winning because after Queen F8, he's just simply an exchange up.
Under a minute on his
Right.
clock.
I think he wants to go for
45
the
seconds
win.
for Sam.
And how winning is Jeffrey Zhang in his game against Sam Shanklin?
He's not winning at all.
He's not winning at all.
No.
Okay.
He's better, but not winning at all.
Not
But he's not risking to lose either. So.
Doesn't look like
King
it, yes.
D7.
We're seeing the repetition.
Really?
Or he's winning time.
Really?
He's just grabbing that 10 seconds,
Well, now
with-
he's dropping down to his last 30 seconds. I don't know.
and he's
Oh, okay.
taking the rook and he's taking the pawn.
I knew he's not.
Fabi's happy. He's like, okay, game goes on. I might still win because, in time trouble, anything can happen.
Well, we've got rook e6 also to. It's an extra exchange for a pawn and attack, so
As long as Sam defends the last rank, he'll be fine.
doesn't allow queen e8 mate. Correct.
And by the way, Sam is a tremendous blitz player. Tremendous blitz
Yeah.
player.
So next move's going to be rook e6, pre-move.
Primo.
But
And
look,
by the way, in the Grand Chess Tour events coming up after the U.S. Championships, I'm going to be very curious to see who the wild cards are. I don't think they've been announced yet. D2, D4 on the board, rook E8. Pardon me, rook E6. Stopping queen E8.
Sam
Played very
Shanklin
quickly.
dropping to his last minute as well in some
So
danger.
queen f5 here.
By the way, am I seeing it right? Sam getting up from the board?
No.
40
Is-
seconds.
Did he really?
Yeah,
40
his
seconds? That's
nervousness is betraying him a little bit here. He should be trying to calm.
I've
That
felt
is
that before.
wild.
When you're so close to winning, you're so
Exactly.
excited, you literally cannot sit in one place.
I mean, exactly. You just, yeah, the nerves, the tension. You almost just resign. Let me go.
But we know he is an experienced player, so he's been in this situation, similar situation before. So
I'm still laughing at the U.S. Championship where Sam picked up the king. He took the crown off of Hans Niemann's king and said, "Here, it's yours."
never seen anything like that. That was,
Hans Niemann was like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
and he goes, Hans move too.
Yes, it's my move, and you're giving me the king. Queen D3.
We still don't know what happened.
I know, it was
We
hilarious.
still don't know what happened that day.
Queen D3 on the board, and Queen G6 came very quickly. I was about to ask the question about C5, but Sam wasn't interested. Queen G6, want a queen trade? No, I
Definitely
don't,
not.
said Fabi. Queen, yeah, I insist. You want a queen trade? Queen G6? No, I don't.
And by the way, my pick Wesley is winning his game. We're not going to go to see that game, but just an update. And he'll be in clear third if he wins.
Well, congratulations on your bronze. Get out of here.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Queen F2. So let's hit the queen again. Rook F6 is a very compelling looking move, if you ask me.
That's looking good. Yeah.
30 seconds.
It's all about
Yeah,
those
that's
last few
seconds,
seconds.
rook
Rook
F6.
F6, good move, good move.
And this is the annoying thing for Fabi. He wants to just try to play with queens on the board. He says, give me a chance to get in the tempo move, knight c1 to b3, covering my queen.
Now get the other rook on
Oh,
e6.
that's a huge move. Queen e3, threatening queen c3, winning on the spot. No.
Some check on h3.
I don't know. I'm picking up the pawn.
What?
Pawn
Where's the
h7?
win? Where's the win? Yeah, I'll take on h7.
How is there no
No
win?
way. No one believes it. King b8. We don't believe queen takes h7
I
can
see
work.
the check. I see the check. I don't see the mate.
You
Where's
see
the
a
mate?
check?
Show me the mate.
Okay,
Well, that's
I'll
what-
play queen c3, rook b6, and then a5. And
Correct.
That should be game over.
Thank you. That's
But,
exactly what I'm
well,
seeing
I'm
the
playing
same
a5,
thing.
so my king can hide on a7.
Yes,
But
you are.
Also, it wins with a4.
Check, king. He's done it. He's done it.
I
Queen
think he sees
c3.
it. Yeah, he's
And
going for
a5.
it. Wow, wow,
Sam
wow.
is
The
playing
precision.
fantastic chess.
Truly.
The precision of this young
A5.
man. Wow.
Okay, he's looking at a4, winning a piece, and at the same time, just as you said, Nasi, you're getting out of a back rank mate. You're giving your king breathing room.
That's over.
It's over.
That looks to be over, guys. I mean, queen e4, maybe try to go for the cheapo queen e8. Maybe he'll fall for it, but after
That's
queen
some
e-
geometry. Queen e4, you can't play a4.
But
Something
you
to
can
be
go.
said.
You can go queen to c4 and
I know,
reinforce.
I know, but
Maybe
hey,
rook
you
f3.
know, on your way out the door, you might as well.
You have to try. I mean,
Gotta
every
try.
every single try counts.
Queen e4.
Or
Is
queen
there-
h5, maybe.
A minute 30 for Fabi.
He's looking at Sam's position.
Sam's looking at the monitors to see if he can see how Sam Shanklin is doing.
That's actually very good because he sees that Sam. There's no way Sam is winning.
Jeffrey's
yeah.
holding on against Sam Shanklin. We're
Maybe
gonna
not
stay with
holding
this.
on, maybe winning.
A
Maybe
minute
better.
20 for our defending champion. Fabiano, he's
On his way out right now.
looking for everything, but a4 is a killer.
A4,
You can't play a4 yourself because rook takes b3 is
Yes.
going to rock your world. So we're looking at queen e4 with the idea of meeting a4 with a check. Fabi under a minute.
Yeah, I think he will play queen e4,
I would
and then
hope.
Sam needs to make one more accurate move, like
I
queen
think
c4 or
times
something.
are
I think
even
rook
right now,
e6
40
would
seconds for
probably
both.
the most accurate. Rook e6, what do you think? That's a tempo,
Rook e6 looks good too.
doesn't it? Oh, it just has that
30 seconds for Fabi.
nasty feeling
I think
about
he can't
it.
find a way out. 'cause
Of
there
this-
is no way out.
Unfortunately
Issue.
for him, there's
Brilliant
no way out.
play. by Sam.
Really, from the whole rook d6, rook a6,
Queen g8
See,
check.
check.
queen g8 check.
What's next though?
A4. Okay,
Oh,
so in
okay.
this case, he's defended the b3 knight, so
But
that
Can
we
I take on
F2?
b3? No, no.
Rook
I think I
F2?
can take.
rook f2 is very compelling. Rook f2 resigns. Holy smokes!
I can
that's-
also just take on b3 first and then rook f2.
take on b3 first, because if we take with
Right.
the queen, we
Rook
do have
b6.
rook b6.
Mm-hmm.
That is lights out. And if you take with the pawn, then we do have
He
rook.
played rook f to c6, also attacking c2.
Now rook takes
And
b3.
our
no.
congratulations to Lanier Dominguez, who won his first game
Against Gary.
Yeah,
against
this
Gary.
is, this
rook
is lights out, guys.
c6, rook c2, and this is also bye-bye.
Rook takes b3 is coming. There's no way out. That's it.
And that is a handshake. Our
Huge congratulations to Sam.
wow, really, really,
Incredible
really bravo,
performance.
bravo, as the youngest player in the field, undefeated.
He left
convincingly.
nothing to chance.